Hello, everyone, and welcome to MGS Stories. I'm your host, Sunny Rahaman, and I'm excited to share another powerful and inspiring tale with you today. If you enjoy motivational and horror stories, you've come to the right place. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to keep me motivated to bring you more stories each week. Now, let's dive into a journey that goes back to ancient times, a story of struggle, perseverance, and ultimately triumph. In a time long ago, in a village nestled at the foot of a great mountain, lived a young boy named Elias. From the moment he was born, Elias was different. While most children were born into families of warriors or hunters, Elias came from a lineage of farmers, humble people who tilled the soil, grew food, and supported the village. But Elias wasn't satisfied with this life. He had dreams that soared higher than the peaks of the mountain he could see from his family's field. He often watched the warriors return from their hunts, carrying trophies and being celebrated by the villagers. He longed to be one of them, to be respected, to be seen. Yet, no matter how hard he tried, Elias couldn't master the skills of a warrior. His frame was smaller, his reflexes slower, and his aim with a bow was shaky at best. The elders of the village advised him to focus on what he was good at, farming. Your role is just as important, they told him. But Elias couldn't shake the feeling that he was meant for more. One day, a terrible drought struck the land. Crops withered, the rivers dried up, and the village faced famine. It seemed that even the warriors who were once celebrated couldn't hunt in the barren land. Desperation filled the hearts of everyone. Elias, seeing his family's crops die and the villagers lose hope, knew he had to do something. But what? He wasn't a warrior. He wasn't skilled in the arts of battle. What could a farmer's son do? That night, as he lay under the stars, something clicked in his heart. He remembered the stories his grandfather had told him about a hidden spring deep within the mountain, said to be blessed by the gods. The spring, if found, could bring life back to the land. But no one had ventured into the mountain for centuries. It was said to be cursed, and only the bravest souls ever dared enter. Despite the warnings, Elias made his decision. Early the next morning, before the sun rose, he packed what little he had and set off toward the mountain. The journey was treacherous. The path was steep, and the air grew thin as he climbed higher. Days passed, and his strength began to falter. There were moments when he wanted to turn back, but he knew he couldn't. His village needed him. His family needed him. After many long days of struggle, Elias finally reached the mouth of a cave at the mountain's peak. Inside, he found an ancient inscription warning travelers of the dangers ahead. But Elias pressed on, his heart filled with determination. Deep within the cave, after navigating a series of dark and twisting tunnels, Elias heard the faint sound of water. He quickened his pace, and there before him was the legendary spring. Crystal clear water flowed from the heart of the mountain, shimmering in the faint light. Elias knelt beside the spring, filling his hands with the cool water, and drank. Instantly, he felt a surge of energy, as if the very life of the earth was flowing through him. He quickly gathered as much water as he could in the small leather pouch he had brought and hurried back to his village. When he returned, weak and exhausted, the villagers could hardly believe their eyes. The boy who had always been overlooked, who had been told to focus on farming, had done what no warrior or elder could do. He had found the spring. Elias shared the water with his family first, then with the rest of the village. Slowly, life began to return to the land. The crops grew once more, and the rivers flowed again. The famine ended, and the village thrived. From that day forward, Elias was no longer seen as just a farmer's son. He was a hero. Not because he was the strongest or the fastest, but because he believed in something bigger than himself. He never gave up, even when the odds were against him. And in the end, his heart, determination, and unwavering belief were what saved his people. Elias taught the village an important lesson, that strength doesn't always come from physical power. Sometimes it comes from within, from the courage to pursue a dream, even when everyone says it's impossible. And that, my friends, is the story of Elias, a tale of struggle, determination, and finding strength in unexpected places. Remember, just like Elias, we all have the power to make a difference, no matter where we come from or what others expect of us. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe to MGS Stories for more motivational and inspiring content. Your support helps me continue to bring these stories to life. Until next time, keep believing in yourself and your dreams.